Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast. Global News reports that the UN Food and Agriculture Organization, FAO, is warning of a severe global food price crisis looming within 6 to 12 months, urging governments to act swiftly. The warning was delivered in a podcast focusing on the current chokehold on global energy and how fertilizer supplies are expanding through agri-food systems worldwide. FAO Director David Laborde stated that, as expected, food prices have begun to increase after 3 months, and this trend will continue, leading to significant food price inflation. Chief Economist Maximo Torero emphasized the need for governments to seriously consider enhancing countries' absorption capacity and resilience to these choke points. The FAO Food Price Index rose for a third consecutive month in April, driven by high energy costs and disruptions linked to the Middle East conflict. The agency forecasts the shock will unfold in stages, from energy, then fertilizer, seeds, lower yields, commodity prices, and finally, reaching consumers as food inflation. CBS News reports that a British surveillance aircraft was repeatedly and dangerously intercepted by 2 Russian jets over the Black Sea last month. According to the UK Defense Ministry, one Russian Su-27 jet flew as close as 19 feet to the British plane's nose, and a Su-35 triggered emergency systems. The Defense Minister John Healey condemned the incident as dangerous and unacceptable behavior that poses a serious risk of accidents and potential escalation, especially amid the ongoing Ukraine war and strained relations. The British government has formally complained to the Russian embassy. This marks the most serious interception since 2022, when a Russian aircraft fired a missile near a UK plane in the same region. The UK remains committed to defending NATO allies from Russian aggression. Global News reports that the World Health Organization, Director General Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus, stated the Ebola epidemic in the Democratic Republic of Congo and Uganda is much larger than the 51 confirmed cases, with nearly 600 suspected cases and 139 suspected deaths. He declared a public health emergency of international concern, PHI, noting the risk is high regionally but low globally, and it's not a pandemic emergency. Concerns include urban spread, health worker deaths, significant population movement, and insecurity in Ituri province. The current Bundibugyo virus lacks approved vaccines or therapeutics. One vaccine candidate is 6 to 9 months from trials. Another has no animal data. 2 Americans infected were flown to Europe for specialized treatment, while U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio criticized Evitai Odedishi's Hend Enestor U.S. Dikliwerg he Turia delayed response. The organization emphasized the complexity of operating amidst conflict and displacement. Efforts focus on early detection, care, and tracing. According to TechCrunch, OpenAI is moving forward with its initial public offering, aiming to go public by September. This development comes swiftly after Elon Musk lost his lawsuit, which had challenged OpenAI's organizational structure, leadership, and finances. OpenAI CEO Sam Altman is reportedly working with prominent bankers, Goldman Sachs, and Morgan Stanley, and may confidentially file IPO paperwork with regulators within days or weeks. The article notes that this impending IPO creates a new financial rivalry between OpenAI and Elon Musk, whose company SpaceX, which acquired xAI, is also expected to make its IPO filings public soon. The looming question is which of these 2 AI-focused companies will achieve a larger IPO. OpenAI did not immediately respond to a request for comment. Al Jazeera reports that Meta has initiated a significant global layoff round, impacting approximately 8,000 employees, which constitutes 10% of its worldwide workforce. The The company also announced the cancellation of hiring plans for an additional 6,000 roles and a strategic reallocation of 7,000 existing employees towards artificial intelligence, AI development. These cuts began on Wednesday with affected workers, including those from integrity, cybersecurity, and content design teams, receiving notifications starting at 4 a.m. local time. U.S.-based employees will be offered 16 weeks of severance pay, plus an additional 2 weeks for each year of service. This restructuring occurs amid reports of declining employee morale within the Mark Zuckerberg-led company, particularly following the introduction of an AI tracking program for workers, a point of contention that led over 1,500 people to sign a petition against data collection. Decreased spending on employee raises and a nearly $30,000 drop in median total compensation have further exacerbated morale issues. While Meta heavily invests in AI, with capital expenditures projected to reach $125 billion to $195 billion this year. These AI-driven layoffs reflect a broader trend in the tech industry, as seen with Cisco's recent job cuts. Meta's stock remained relatively stable in midday trading. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.